Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Nyasha Joseph, and this is your C News update. An assurance that government will do all in its power to ensure that Tobago gets its essential services. This from Prime Minister Dr. Rowley in light of the controversy surrounding the cargo ferry Superfast Galicia. However, as he spoke on CNC3 this morning, Dr. Rowley warned of some inconvenience.
Tobago is dealing with, but to rely on the fact that the government is doing everything possible to solve it in the quickest time. In the meantime, in the immediate term, we are using whatever resources are available to us to get some, if not all, cargo services to Tobago. But certainly, a vessel will be on track in the short term. There's another vessel which the port is looking at coming from Guyana, I'm told, and in a matter of a week, that vessel, while not enough to do the whole service, will bring some relief, while the process of the tendering, which is going on now, will put a better longer-term arrangement in place.
The couple charged with the murder of woman police constable Nyasha Joseph will reappear in court on May 16th. Kenneth and Melissa Brown appeared at the Port of Spain Magistrates Court this morning. The court was informed by police prosecutor Winston Dillon the investigating officer needed 2 more weeks to organize and send the file to the DPP's office for a state prosecutor to be appointed. The couple is accused of murdering WPC Joseph sometime between March 8th and March 16th at Sealots. Kenneth Brown is charged separately with illegally disposing of a body. WPC Joseph went missing on March 8th and her body was found by a fisherman in the Gulf of Paria on March 16th. The cause of her death could not be determined by the pathologist. The signing of the Multi-Country Sustainable Development Framework for Trinidad and Tobago is hailed as historic by Minister of Planning and Development Camille Robinson-Regis and the UN Resident Coordinator Richard Blewett.
So we've started, but we are laying it before the Parliament because we think it's important for a joint select committee of parliamentarians to examine the document, to determine if this is the way forward for Trinidad and Tobago, and so that it becomes a national policy.
Mrs. Robinson-Regis noted that the PNM administration is tackling this vision document differently than it did the 2020 vision plan.
You'd recall that when we laid the Vision 2020 document, we did not debate it in the Parliament. So even though it was laid in the Parliament, and even though we had over 600 citizens participate in the formulation of that document, after the PNM left office, it was left to languish. So now we're hoping that this will not happen, even if there's a change in government at any time.